The past, the present, the future. This is Friday Night's Fright. What the planet is listening to.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Fright, which may or may not be airing on Boxing Day or may or may not be airing on Christmas Day. Who knows? It's the joy of the schedule, joy of the holiday season. My name's Ian Austin and you're listening Friday Night Fright, and after the break, a bit of Christmas goodness will be coming up, so stay tuned. And we're back, and folks, this isn't going to be a very long episode today because honestly, I don't want to do one for one thing, and also, very importantly, you don't want to listen to one because it's Christmas. You want to be with your friends, your family, your loved ones, maybe not in that order, maybe random strangers are more your fancy. But there you go. I have things I'd rather be doing, honestly, but at the same time, I promised there'd be an episode a week for this podcast, so there you go. Now, what we're going to do today is, your boy Ian, me, I'm going to look at Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the Star Wars page. It's Star Wars version of Wikipedia, with less influenced by certain men named Julian Assange, who may or may not have committed certain crimes. You know, Wikipedia is none of that crap. They're the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Even if by now we're jumping two separate timelines where we're going for the legacy, the old Star Wars canon from the expanded universe to the current day Star Wars canon, and they both don't make any goddamn sense. But I thought after Revenge of the Sith, and after people realise, Ian, why are you singing songs from Broadway, and why are you talking about Star Wars? It's nothing to do with horror movies. I'm like, I would do what J.J. Abrams did with Rise of Skywalker. I would double down on all the shit that you people gave me criticism for. If I got criticism, I don't get criticism. I don't think anyone listens to this podcast, but that's fine. There's 10 bots in Russia who listen to it, and that's good enough for me, because bots are not a bot, but bot are not. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just going to browse through Wikipedia, and that's going to be today's one. And listen, great, and if you don't, well, what can you do? And at the same time, look, Friday 13th, I'll get back to that at some point, but I'm not today. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off talking about Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma is a character from Star Wars, Force Awakens and Last Jedi. I say character, Captain Phasma is a costume. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go through Wikipedia and we're going to find out who Captain Phasma is beneath the mask. Here we go. Firstly, sorry about mess they put on the page. This article section needs to be cleaned up and conform to a high standard of article quality. Wikipedia has standards, people. So apparently Phasma was a human female stormtrooper captain in First Order. She grew up as a member of the Skya clan on a nuclear ravaged world of Parnanos. What? She was a formidable warrior who sought passage and gave General Hut's insistence finding his ship betraying her brother Kidu, and when she was rescued, she joined First Order. Okay. So she conspired with Brendel's son, General Armitage, to assassinate her former benefactor. She survived an assassination attempt by a man named Cardinal. She became part of an unofficial triumvirate consisting of General Hudson, Dark Enforcer, Kylo Ren. None of that was in canon movies, by the way. None of that. But we're going to go. Her early life, in quotes. We were attacked by the Skya. Mother and father and all rest, ... are gone. But you stabbed me. My leg. No, Kidu. The Skya did that. They caught you on watch and I threw you into the Nautilus. What? I saved your life. We're lucky they've invited us to stay here to live among them. All we have to do is fight for them and contribute, and then we can stay here in the Nautilus. It will still be ours. What say you? What bollocks is this? This is so shit. Let's go to, I don't care about backstory anymore. Let's go to something to talk about how she came up with the costume. There's lots of crap here. She so much bollocks for someone who's a joke character in movies. So much bollocks. Oh, here we go. So she was in prison after the events of Force Awakens. She managed to set herself free by using anti-armor acidic compound. Returned to the console, she used Lerda shields to erase all traces of her treason. And realised that Lieutenant Sol Rivas had accessed very same computer minutes before her. She decided to frame him for treason. What the fuck? So she escaped the Starkiller base on a TIE/SF space superiority fighter moments before the planet exploded from restored stellar energy. You literally, what the fuck? How did you do that? Jesus Christ. Okay, personality and traits. She was human, who stood at 2 meters tall. She had pale skin, blue eyes, and soft gold hair. Cardinal regarded her as deadly attractive. While she was a member of Skyer clan, she had dark green stripes painted under her eyes. Phasma was a fearsome and skilled warrior who had stayed as a military leader. No, she wasn't. If you see Force Awakens and Last Jedi, you know none of this is true. After joining First Order, Phasma professed outward loyalty to First Order. She believes the Stormtrooper's loyalty is only be given to First Order as a whole, not to any group or individual. She saw her saving the Stormtrooper visions as extensions of with Supreme Leader Snoke and looked down on sympathy in her rants. Phasma privately also believes that meddling with politics ultimately led to ineffective ranks among past stormtroopers and former Galactic Empire, who sought to ensure her safe and only best soldiers worthy of joining stormtrooper ranks. In spite of her outward loyalty to First Order and to the unit, she in truth had zero loyalty to anyone set for her safe, and her past was wrought with betraying anyone that placed trust in her, including her own family and clan. None of this is in the movies, guys. This is just... Star Wars is great because they'll take one character like Boba Fett or Phasma who just wears a costume. That's the entire character. And stands around and looks cool, but is actually kind of shit. And they'll give an amazing backstory to her in terms of the broader canon. And then in the movie, none of it's valid. Okay, here we go. Equipment. Even a Wookiee can't crush First Order armor. Phasma in response to threats from Chewbacca. That's not in the movie. As a Sky military leader, Phasma wore a rust red war mask made of hardened pink skin paint with black slashes and surrounded by scaven feathers and fur. The arms were covered with fine mesh, giving her mask a monstrous appearance. Her gloves and boots were tipped with climbing claws, which also gave her an edge in combat. What on earth? She also wore leather and spikes, sure. Phasma also laced her knights with a toxic lichen. While accompanying Brendor on his journey to the ship, Phasma also donned stormtrooper armour. Phasma wore armour coated in chromium, salvaged from a Naboo yacht once owned by Galactic Empire's Emperor Palpatine. Its polished fingers shaped reflect harmful radiation. It was capable of deflecting weak blaster bolts, but couldn't hold against hit from a riot baton, although chromium served primarily as a symbol of past power. Phasma also believed that stormtrooper armour provided anonymity to an individual's gender, paying little heed to the antiquated belief that female stormtroopers were something new. Phasma also wore traditional First Order command armour weave cape in black and red, the colours of First Order. Her primary weapon, a personalised Sombilas F-11D blast rifle, it was also polished in chromium. She is also known to wield a command staff and a silver backup pistol, again with chromium finish, which she used in her duel with Thing aboard the Supremacy. This is such bollocks from start to finish. This is so shit. Okay, right. I think what you need to do is find a random article and just read that, because Phasma is such an awful character. Okay. Concussion bow. A concussion bow was a type of gun used by the Yasana. A concussion bow was a projectile weapon used a small concussion charge to press a small arrow-like slug at a target. The stock of weapon was rifle-shaped, and for all intents and purposes functions as a rifle. That's not very interesting. Alright, let's see who Yasana are, because that'll be more interesting. Yasana, if one of these people could be a potential Jedi, said Luke Skywalker. Well, Luke, anyone can be a Jedi, that's the whole point. They were a race of Force sensitives who lived on Ossus. Descended from survivors of cataclysmic supernova caused by destruction of the clone cluster during the Great Sith War. Many of Yasana's ancestors, members of Jedi Order, studying at Great Jedi Library. Because of their ancestors' heritage and genetic makeup, Yasana's people were forceful. Forceful puns! And had many Jedi philosophies as their own. While primitive by galactic standards, the tribe people were fiercely loyal and protected ruins of Great Library, despite never venturing inside. You arseholes! Okay, history, sorry. Born from survivors of Kron supernova's effect on Ossus, a devastated planet with a caustic atmosphere full of electrical storms and danger of fierce predators, the Yasana survived through sheer metal and luck bestowed to them by their Jedi bloodline. Wait, I thought they're Force sensitive. How do they have Jedi bloodline? Eked out a simple existence as hunters and gatherers, while remaining aware of the ancient task bestowed upon them by their ancestors to protect the secrets of Jedi. Rejoining Galaxy. Shortly after the return of Emperor Palpatine in 10 ABY. Wait. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Luke Skywalker. Oh, it's the old canon. Luke Skywalker and Cam Solusar arrived on Ossus in search of ancient Jedi artifacts. They soon came upon the Yasana, who attempted to murder the two intruders. The fighting between the two groups came to a halt with the arrival of Imperial forces led by Executor Cedrus Kyre. The Yasana fought back, defeating most of Dark's troopers and stormtroopers, leaving Skywalker and Solusar to deal with only Cedrus and another member of Darkseid Elite. The battle turned in favour of Skywalker and Solusar when Cedrus took young Yasana Jem hostage and back against the inert Ubringer, a tree-like Neo Jedi master who had been dormant since the Battle of Ossus. There's so many words, I don't understand this. Suddenly coming to life, Brillar attacked Cedrus and murdered the Dark Jedi along with himself. Otslo, the tribe's chief and great shaman, allowed Skywalker to take Jem and her brother Rafe to train as Jedi, but was reluctant to introduce the rest of the people to new Jedi teachings. You're literally born from the bloodline! However, the Yasana have not remained isolated for much longer, as the Emperor now knew of their whereabouts and confrontation was brewing. Jem died on New Alderaan. Rafe was murdered on Onderon, and Orko and two others lay trapped in Carbonite by forces of Palpatine, who are seeking use tribe as means to halt genetic decay of his last clone body. This isn't new canon, by the way, it's old canon. At the same time, Skywalker and Solusar explored Ossus, a Dark Jedi Travgun was hiding on the planet. He'd been present on Ossus since 9 BBY, after escaping Jedi Purge. Travgun hid from the intruders and thus escaped their notice. He'd already enslaved several Yasana droids by this time, but the fate of Travgun and his subjects is as yet unknown, well, clearly. Because that continuity's dead now, so. After the planet's open to the general public, the planet once again teemed life. Yasana were now, for some reason, hosts of a great number of archaeologists, historians, and all forms of academicians. Both Galaxy who studied, scrutinised, analysed, and discovered new things about Jedi and Sith history, but they never entered the library. That's the one rule they had. Society and culture. Somehow now they've got Jedi heritage again. Their Jedi heritage of knowledge and wisdom lost through generations of hardship and ignorance. They sent into superstition. Their use of Force diminished. I thought they were Force sensitive, not actually Force users. To nothing but simple tricks performed by unintelligible wizards known to them as Yasana magic. They were street magicians, basically. Their superstition beat upon remaining Jedi and Sith artifacts left on waves from the speedy evacuation. The Yasana wizards used various Sith masks in battle to intimidate their enemies. Why? And when protecting Jedi ruins from trespassers, grave robbers, tomb raiders, or anybody that could walk on their sacred ground. They had the polytheistic Sithic religion. Despite their drastically lessened knowledge of Force, the Yasana managed to to preserve some Force techniques that were lost in Jedi Order over millennia, including the ability to form Force Ghosts. What the fuck? I'm looking Force Ghost now. Force Ghost. Ordif Huan, Melanie Dean had a conversation once. What is a Force Ghost? It's a survivor ascending from someone who has died but still exists in a certain way, from a certain perspective. This is such bollocks. A Force Ghost was soul and essence of deceased Force sensitive, who denied the will of the Force upon death, yet was able to interact with living, albeit not physically. Some Sith Lords learned similar techniques, which in some cases allowed them physically interact with the environment. A ghost of Adon Bok to Tasha Rondra. I was able to touch you because we're connected by Force. I drew in your link for the Force to become more solid, just as I drawing it now will become more visible to you. While most Jedi would lose their bodily envelope and become one with totality of Force upon their death, some had learned a technique allowing them to retain their own identity separate from Force for a time. Those individuals could linger in physical ways in form of Force spirits. Non-physical entities that exhibited most traits and abilities they had in life. According to knowledge contained in Asu Crimson's holocron, that feat could be achieved by sublimating one's organic cells into a state of poor energy. Poor energy, even. Sorry. In its normal state, a Force spirit could only interact with other non-corporeal entities. In order to be heard or seen by a living spirit, had to manifest itself. There are different types of manifestation. On basic level, a Force Ghost could appear as a floating dairy grey mass of energy that lacked distinctive features. It could also manifest itself as the exact image of dead being upon their lifetime, and transparent and emitting bluish glow. While it could appear to anyone it wished, a spirit could not choose to become audible or visible to only some beings, and not the others, since the ability to perceive manifestation depended on beholder's strength and force. While many Force Ghosts could be as a vision of their former selves unmasked by injury or disease, others still bore marks of what murdered them. A ghost of Adon Bok will attack Rose and get gaping wounds in his body and marks left by a lightsaber. Sometimes a particular Force Ghost will bind itself to Force sensitive as guardian spirit for the purpose of providing wisdom, continuing training and offering aid. History. According to Jedi tradition, death was part of life. That's good and it's part of their tradition, and it meant becoming one with the Force. Okay. In death, sentients lost their ability to communicate with living. Master of certain obscure paths of learning could avert it. The origins of that knowledge, as well as history, are not known. Of course they're not known. Ancient Jedi of Galactic Republics, such as Arca-Jeff, as well as Sith Lords, knew a secret which would enable users' essence to survive death. But its knowledge was somehow lost over the millennia. However, it's secretly preserved over the millennia by native Yasana, who you've heard about. Sentence of Jedi trapped on ways and so-driven barbarism. None of that was in their section on Wikipedia. Who's writing this crap? Qui-Gon Jinn was first of recent Jedi rediscovered the secret of the existence of a Shaman of the Wiz. Qui-Gon's spirit guided Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi built them secret of retaining one's individuality after becoming one with the Force. Why not the others? Yoda during his exile talked to another Jedi Master, Q-Ran, and the Dark Woman also learned on it at some point. Sometimes they just give up. They won't even give characters names. It's just, we don't know what Jedi name is, but we call her the Dark Woman, which is problematic on so many terms. Death for those Jedi were different. Their spirits could retain their individuality and could return as voices, dreams, or apparitions, since they could help those in need for their guidance. On death, their bodies vanished. It's not the case with Qui-Gon, however. Why was it not the case with Qui-Gon? His state was temporary, as Force Ghosts were an intermediate state between life and afterlife. After a certain amount of time, they then have to move on to the Neverway of the Force, another realm of existence. Darth Vader learned this ability through Darth Sidious, and upon his death, spirits of Kenobi and Yoda complete its training by granting him last steps in becoming a spirit. Anakin's spirit appeared as that of his younger self prior to his fall to the dark side. Why him and no one else? Okay, so known Force Ghosts. Jedi Jesper Altas, Azia, Voda Slugpass, Empathigius Brand, Dashigaga, Augustine, Dominus, Nietzsche Holocron, Nopolis, Ikrit, Arkajeff, Qui-Gon Jinn, Anya Kuru, Last Curator Records, Kento Marek, Kriyan Maru, Callista Min, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Pernica, Lanius Kubatuk, Ilik Kid Drama, Kuran, Rajavi, Wolf Season, Eku Shenjon, Anakin Skywalker, brackets form their Sith Lord, Cole Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, Mara Jade Skywalker, Anakin Solo, brackets authenticity questionable, Jason Solo form their Sith Lord, Anders Ringen, Mito Surik, Tau, Shati, Mata Tremaine, Hosk Trellis, Kazan Paratus, Dree Vandap, Halagard Ventor, Vergear, brackets was also trained to Sith, Celeste Morn, Yoda, Raven, Jem Yasana, Nerazarili, Liu, Dar Jedi, Kilala Adine, Jorush Kamar, Jarek, Kuela, brackets Beers in Dream, Sith, Tulak Horde, Darth Andedu, brackets Spirit Incapacitating 137 ABY, half battle of Yavin, Darth Andrew, Darth Bane, Darth Cadus, brackets Spirit Redeemed Darth 41 ABY, end brackets, Darth Sin, Ergast, Korlak Vernai, Gifani, brackets possibly redeemed before 5 ABY, Horak Mul, Dafka Grash, brackets possessed Nas Fairlywood in OBBY, for Battle of Yavin, Darth Iratus, Skrit Khan, Aloysius Kalig, Etzar Kun, brackets Spirit Incapacitated in 11 ABY, Darth Crate, Lator, Salomon, you can't escape Sailor Moon, Terek Moraj, Karnus Mur, brackets Spirit Incapacitated in 137 ABY, Freedom Nad, brackets Spirit Incapacitated in 3997 BBY, Lord Dramath 1, brackets Spirit Destroyed in 3630 BBY, Darth Nihilus, Ajunta Pal, brackets Spirit Redeemed by Lightside in 3956 BBY, Darth Sidious, brackets Final Body Destroyed in 11 ABY, Kulis, Marco Ragnos, brackets Spirit Incapacitated in 14 ABY, Naga Sadu, Darth Vetivus, XOXAAN, Darth Zash, brackets Possessed Kemval, Kalotosh Zavros, Darth Ma, Valgorian, Other, Denim, Zev Duron, Father, Tag Greenlay, brackets non-canon. Some things are not canon, guys. Truger, brackets ambiguously canon, may or may not have happened. Dice Ibegigon, Hirian Ingri, Morgan Katan, Kimania, Dilanep, Knees New, Tetru New, Bink Uatana, non-canon, R5D4, non-canon, Risteni, Lak Sivrak, Villa, Eartham Warwick, and Zit Taff, ambiguously canon. Oh my good mother of God, I love this Wikipedia page. This is so bizarre. New random page, let's go. Elabria system. The Elabria system was an Outer Rim's territory star system located within the Saetia sector. It was home to a Labrian trichoid parasite. What's the Saetia sector? Saetia sector. The Saetia sector was a sector located within the Outer Rim territories. What are the Outer Rim territories? The Outer Rim territories, simply known as the Outer Rim and alternately called the Outer Rim systems, were located outside the Mid-Rim. The Outer Rim was the least widely settled and explored expanse of galaxy before wild space and the unknown regions. The largest region in galaxy, extreme diverse waves and rugged primitive frontier planets. Pre-Republic era. Actually, I'm not. Let's go to some of the more interesting parts of it. I'm running out of steam here, guys. This is really good, but you spend hours on this page finding out random shit. Right, let's go and let's have a look and see what they write about everyone's favourite weird character, Palpatine. Because Palpatine's best, and I remember reading about his wife the other day, and oh, it's so funny. So, let's go. Okay, so what we're going to do is, actually we're not. I'm going to wrap that up here, because I feel it's Christmas, and, you know, let's get to enjoying Christmas. Thank you all for listening. This was another half-assed episode, but I did try and crack some jokes in it. Very much appreciate everyone listening. Hope you guys have a lovely Christmas. But I think it's time to enjoy Christmas now. So if you're listening to Christmas, fantastic. If you haven't, the New Year's going to be amazing. Trust me. Podcast is going to go from strength to strength, hopefully. But for now, Merry Christmas. And I'll see you guys. When's the next episode after this? See you guys next week, I guess. I don't know. Oh shit, no, I'll probably do a New Year's special. New Year's Eve special or something like that. But anyway, Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys next week. And remember, life is beautiful.